Let's see here. Make games worth sharing or make merch. Let's go with both. I'm Kairos Time, and I'm a developer at Antihero Studios. And I've said this in every video. Our number one goal is to make games worth sharing. But what if I told you we're not just a gaming brand? What if I told you that we're more of a brand that also makes games? Well, that is where our merch comes in. Wow, the contrast in this shot is so, like, you can't even tell that this is like a, well, it's a black hoodie. Anyway, that's what it is. It's really soft. I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys. This video, it's not a sales pitch to get you to buy our merch that we recently launched. There is a link in the description below if you're interested, but I'm actually much more interested in the reason why we decided to make merch in the first place. Because if you think about it, it's kind of a weird thing to do at this stage in our company's life. We haven't even fully launched a game yet. The first game we're making is a game called Misfitz. It's not even an alpha yet. Typically, alpha comes before beta, which typically comes before a full game launch. And right now, the team is in crunch mode to get the game ready for a larger audience. And when I say crunch mode, I mean crunch mode. So taking developer time to design and produce merch when we're so focused on making a great game really might sound like a bad idea. And you know what? Maybe it is a bad idea, but it's not a decision that we've made lightly. And honestly, the decision to do it has more to do with ourselves than actually selling merch. At least that's how I see it. We wanted merch to represent us. I actually don't like wearing hats. Clearly, this is not a sales pitch, right? I've got great hair, you know. I don't want to cover it up. I wear hats on bad hair days or days that I haven't showered. But like I was saying, we wanted to make merch that represented us. We made it for ourselves, and we didn't want something cheap. We didn't want something low quality. We wanted something to reflect our brand. So we designed the merch in-house with our developers, our artists, instead of hiring someone else to design it. And I know we just like put our logo on something, but this was not the only consideration, you know? And this is good high quality stuff. Look, the inside's got Antihero Studios in it. This is, I wish you could fill it through the screen. But then we also had it hand printed locally in Barcelona, Spain. Barcelona, Spain is where Antihero Studios headquarters is located. And the goal was really to make something awesome that we would love for ourselves. So that's what we did. And then we did some giveaways to like community events and stuff like that, which was awesome. And then the community was like, we want merch too. And that makes sense. We made something awesome that we would love, and the community wanted that same merch to represent them as well. So we got to work to make it so that our community could also have access to the merch. And that might sound really easy to do. And there are easy ways to do it, but not if you want a good quality product. There's a few different options we could have done. We could have paid some cheap company to slap our logo on some cheap shirts and make some crappy hats for us. That would have been less expensive for our community to purchase merch, and more people might have been able to go and buy it because of the cost savings. But then we would have had inferior merch that doesn't reflect our brand. Our brand stands for quality. It doesn't even just stand for quality. It's like about demanding quality, right? How many times have I talked about like how crappy games are flooding the mobile market on this channel, right? Antihero is about demanding something better. Our brand is something we take very seriously. We care about it very deeply. We're not just a mobile game studio looking to make a quick buck on an inferior product. Those are all over the place. We don't need more of those. We need less of those. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Games that advertise with fake ads or that are super pay to win, games that just are not worth playing and definitely aren't worth sharing. And when I say sharing, I don't just mean like telling your friend about it. I mean like a game that you actually want to sit down and share with your friend. You guys play it together. It brings you together. It builds connections. That's what we're about. Honestly, I think it's really sad that the mobile gaming industry doesn't seem to care about making games that actually bring people together. We think that mobile gamers deserve something better. It's the entire reason Antihero Studios was founded, to bring people together, connect them, build lifelong friendships, right? Our love for this and our desire for this stems from the lifelong friendships that we had because of gaming with our friends, games we're sharing with other people, right? The mobile gaming industry is continuing to sacrifice quality and fun for profit. We think that players deserve better. So if we're going to make merch for ourselves and for our community, then yeah, we're going to do it the right way. You know, even if that means making something that's more expensive, we wanted to make merch that you would want to wear, not just because, you know, it looks clean, it's simple, but because it's made out of quality fabric that feels nice and is durable. Let me tell you, I have a lot of hoodies. I love hoodies. I'm kind of like an indoors, stay warm kind of guy, right? Like the number of videos where you actually see my arms are so few because I love long sleeves. I love staying comfortable. This might be the most comfortable hoodie that I own. I'm sure that if my whole goal was to get the most comfortable hoodie that I possibly could find, I could probably do so. I mean, our merch is something we're really proud of. It's something you can't get in typical shops. Don't get me wrong, a cheap shirt definitely has like its place, right? But that wouldn't represent Antihero Studios well. We made the merch for ourselves first, and we wanted something nice. So we made something nice. Merch that represents what we stand for. You know, no fake ads, no crappy games, no pay to win. Games we're sharing, a brand you not only want to support, but a brand that represents you, that when you see this on somebody, you're like, oh, it's a quality person. I can tell because they're wearing an Antihero Studios t-shirt, and Antihero Studios is a quality brand. That's what I mean when I say we're not just a gaming brand. We are a brand that also makes games. Antihero is about so much more than just making great games worth sharing. It's about demanding something better. It's about bringing people together. We're really proud of that mission. We're really proud of our brand. And that's why we decided to make merch so early in our journey. Make sure you guys subscribe so you can join us on our journey, and check out this video right here where I talked about monetization and some of the things we're considering right now when it comes to monetizing a game worth sharing. I wish I had a large blanket out of this fabric that I could sleep with.